Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new edition of Over the Line. I am your host, Andrew McLean, and I am so glad you are here with us today. Welcome to the show. We also have with us one Jonathan Bird, and also Tony Gup. All right, here we go, back again. And how's everybody feeling? Is everybody good?
Yes.
Oh, sounds like it. You should be good. You're going on yet another trip to North Kakalaki.
Yes, well, it's going to be a good 8 to 9 hour trip. So, but I am
like
driving Yoda. So,
yeah, I mean, your road trips are a lot easier.
You want some?
No, I was just going to get you to move it because it was in the shot.
Oh, about that.
Your wire's in the shot.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. You want some?
Oh, it is, isn't it?
I'm giving Lincoln some water. He's been playing for a while.
Anyway, yeah, you're leaving me yet again.
Mm-hmm.
But at least, I mean, there's no bright side for me, but there is a bright side for you in the sense of, I mean, obviously you get to see your family, but
yes.
You've got your new fancy car that allows you to drive in comfort, as was not the case.
No, it always felt like I had played a football game.
Every time you drove somewhere?
Every time I drove somewhere.
Yeah, it was like,
and now I get out of Yoda and I'm like, wait, my back is not hurting. Why am I not hunched over?
Yeah. It's you've joined the rest of the world, the rest of modern society, because there wasn't a lot of people out there that were driving 2001 Mustangs. They constantly had issues.
Well, exactly. I was going to say there are some out there, but they've been completely redone. They look brand new and they're all souped up because they're collectors. But
now it won't be long. I think our boy Chris is going to help you work on the AC stuff. But
yeah, because he can get the parts just for dirt cheap.
Once you get that fixed, you're going to put it on the market. And
yeah, I think I'm going to call Birmingham Broker and see if Valerie suggested that.
I mean, Craig kind of deals with, I don't want to say completely higher end stuff, but I don't know that Craig is going to be like,
well, he can mention who's got it.
No, I mean,
this is John Bird's Mustang.
Well, because it's you, there's a higher chance that he would do something with it. But
I've seen a couple of rough cars. I went out there looking before the Mustang.
But yours is a different kind of rough.
What do you mean? I tell you what, it can still go 100 miles an hour, and I'll tell you that much.
Maybe he will. Craig's a great guy,
yeah.
And he's always been great to me. I mean, he's given me, he sent me and Peyton to Limp Bizkit concert and gave us his VIP section one time. So he's a good dude. Maybe he'll do it. I just kind of envision Birmingham Broker as, selling cars. I don't necessarily mean like high-end new cars, but more of at the low end, probably 2010s or something. But
I don't know about that. I think about like 87.
Well, yeah, like classic cars, that are like showroom type stuff.
You know what? That's fine. You can continue to make fun
no,
of me.
listen, I hope you sell it. But even if Craig Westbrook doesn't work out, there are people out in the audience that may want a part of the line/over-the-line history.
Yeah, I mean, and it's going to run good. Of course, now, the air will be working. Practically everything in the vehicle has been changed out.
Yeah.
So I just want to get my parts back out of it financially.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yes, we will.
I finally got in touch with Nick the Gun Guy. Talked to him.
Yeah,
via text.
I saw where he FaceTimed me, and I didn't have my phone.
Oh, he FaceTimed you?
Yes. Yeah, we do that.
Well,
we used to do that occasionally.
I didn't get that. He probably thinks I'm like seeking revenge against him because I I texted back and forth with him for a minute, and I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna call you and catch up." And I didn't call him that day, and then I was like, "I'm gonna call you tomorrow," and then I didn't call him that day, and then that was 2 or 3 days ago, and
Oh man,
it's just been a rough few days for me. Like I've had a lot going on that
You
is
evil
just.
bastard.
I know.
Man.
I just don't want him to think that I'm like trying to do him like he did me. You know, not that I'm mad at him or anything. He just kind of disappeared, and I was worried about him. So, but it's fine. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna get in touch with him, and we'll hammer it out. Well, I just wanted to know he was good, so we seem to be on the same page. Is there any advancements with Dr. Dingaling and the old country lawyer? Is there anything new on that?
Yeah, they have incorporated, and they are in negotiations to take over the whole little strip mall area.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of them just having the 2 offices, what they'll do is, my understanding is that the old country lawyer will get the 2 offices to the left.
Yeah.
And then Dr. Dingaling will get the 2 offices to the right. So they'll have the whole thing. And actually, they've put out their first billboard.
Oh, really?
I thought I talked to the old country lawyer, and I thought he was going to send me some
Is this it right here?
mock-ups.
I think I got.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
All right,
Look
here
at
we go.
that. So this is the billboard that's going to be. Is this going to be all over Birmingham or
Yeah,
what?
it's on on 59 North right now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
It is impressive.
Yeah, it's got a nice.
What's that little
look to it.
star sparkle down there in the bottom right corner?
What,
Looks like a
that?
little transparent
I don't know.
star.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. There's
Must be the
star.
light bouncing off of it.
Definitely
it
not a
is.
watermark
No,
or
you
anything.
bastard. No, it's not.
That's a great billboard.
Yeah.
Yes. And I mean, and they, I'm surprised they didn't ask me to help, but that's genius. I need to find out the marketing from them.
There was a
We'll
team
get
of
you
people.
off.
Yeah, there was a team of people working on that
Yeah.
slogan.
Yeah, but yeah, pull our picture out of the pull our camera out of there, so you can see the whole thing.
right.
We'll get you off. Hey
Yes.
now, look at
Country
that.
lawyer, Dr. Dingaling.
How about that? That's a that's a good billboard.
Yeah. So I guess the same team. I need to find out are probably working with them on the commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first commercial they're going to do.
5,000 plus for 2.
Yes, right.
I'm sure it's gonna be great.
That's right.
Can't wait for those two teamed up together.
Hey, Nick the Gun Guy, howdy from Alaska. He's in Alaska. Nick the Gun Guy, I'm so sorry. You FaceTimed me, and I didn't have my phone with me. I'm sorry. I want to FaceTime you.
Can't believe you're being that guy, John Bird.
What?
You didn't answer Nick when he called you.
I
Now
didn't
you're
have
trying
my
to pin it
phone
on
with
him.
me. I didn't have my phone with me. But you know what? If he had texted me and I saw that text, I would have texted back, and it wouldn't have been 2 or 3 days. And Rue,
I did text him back. I just hadn't called him. I need to call him. I keep having crap pop up. So what we titled this show was "Goodbye, Ashley Webb," because Ashley Webb is not going to be with us anymore. She's not dead, or he's not dead. I think we've got an intro for her, don't we?
yes, I put together a little intro that I think will show her in a more feminine light.
Is this kind of like a Fetterman deal, where we got like a Fetterman intro?
Yeah, kind of.
Like we could. It may mean at the end of the day, she's not going to be like a Fetterman to where we're talking about her a week from now.
Right, but you
Like,
know
she's
what?
pretty much
if I
done.
can find her Facebook account, we can, find out what she's doing, what she's up to, maybe making dinner or
Maybe even
something.
get her on the show.
Yeah.
And I know I keep calling it a her, but it gets confusing, So I'm just going to give her the benefit of the doubt, at least for the next couple days, and just go with her. But here's our introduction to one Ashley Webb, who, by the way, for those that don't know, was running to replace Graham Plattner in the Maine Democrat Senate primary, and unfortunately, just a few days ago, she lost. But here she is.
Ashley Webb has got it going on.
She is the most the most honest Democrat out there outside of John Fetterman, I believe.
I think so.
Because if you go back and you watch her debate, you can see, not only when she's talking about herself, but the issues. She's like, I think we should defund the police, but it's not going to happen. I think we should abolish ICE, but it's not going to happen. And at least I'm not going to lie to you. And I was like, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this was her introduction at the debate when they asked her why she's qualified to be in the U.S. Senate.
Webb, what qualifications do you have to serve in the U.S. Senate?
Oh, I ran for office several times. Didn't win, but I did run. And then I'm a songwriter, and then I write my own books. And then I suppose my transparency, I wouldn't lie to the people, and I wouldn't deceive the people like we're being deceived right now. Like, we get lied to, smoke and mirrors, like what's going on with ICE, pretending like these victims did something wrong. Like, that's unacceptable. And I suppose the biggest thing is, like, I'm just an angry citizen now, and if I got elected, I'd be an angry senator, and I think that would probably be their worst nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm going to be an angry senator. Yeah, that's the way to get people on your side.
Bernie's already beat you to that, sis. I'm an angry senator. Yeah, it's a very bizarre situation, but I appreciate the transparency. No pun intended. Transparency.
Yeah.
But and maybe there's almost too much transparency with Ashley Webb, because she then made the public aware that she actually experiences periods and period cramps, but because she doesn't have female parts, she bleeds out her butt.
It's like a Taco Bell thing, or
It's like, yeah, am I having my period, or do I have the diarrhea parasite?
oh my God.
How much diarrhea is the diarrhea parasite? Dang it. Here's Ashley Webb on a podcast talking about why she's the
Purple.
she's the way she is. Watch.
You have mentioned you're intersex. How did that end up coming about? How did you find all this out?
She is too.
Through medical records that don't add up,
Ah,
and my birth records.
okay. Wait, birth records.
Yep.
Can you explain that further? I don't want to.
So, when I was born, the hospital admin for the medical records signed off on the birth record, and they filed it. I'm pretty certain, a little bit over 30 days past my birth.
Oh, wow.
And then what they told my mother was they supposedly ran out of birth forms. Now, when I reached out to the town clerk of where I was born, I
Yeah.
specifically asked them, "Oh, how many other birth certificates did this admin sign?" Turns out mine was the only one.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Well, what was the
Doctor was like,
I mean,
look at this
why was
freak. I'm
there an
not
issue?
signing
What
that.
happened? I guess I'm unsure
Exactly.
what
That's
happened.
the issue that I'm running into is because, well, unfortunately, they only retained birth records for 20 years, and mine got destroyed.
What?
So now I'm not going to get an answer as to why they did that. But
Oh gosh.
and the only reason why I started digging into it was because of I had a blood test drawn, and my estrogen was like 285 pgml, and that's with no hormones, just my own production.
Okay, that's significant. Okay. So how did you end up going to get like an estrogen level taken?
Where I was experiencing hot flashes, and I asked the doctor to run
Gosh,
an estrogen test, and I guess they don't do that.
What?
For,
you're saying so the idea being that
For the Taco Bell.
you had ovaries, but or you have ovaries, I suppose that were generating estrogen, but not necessarily ovulating.
I have ovaries in my ass.
I don't know about the ovulation. Because I do get symptoms too that I was until I went on the estrogen patch, which went away completely.
Okay.
I would I would feel really good on like the 15th day of every cycle, and it was a 29-day cycle that I was experiencing.
Just what a man would say.
I mean, this sounds pretty cycly there. So
Cycling.
And
Let me
then
read
during
you-
that time, I was gonna.
go ahead.
During that time, like I also leak like a mucus, which they.
Oh, God.
Oh no, man.
Interesting. You want to call yourself transgender despite not necessarily knowing what all parts are inside?
Well, I mean, the doctors gave me the label, and I want to keep it because
I see.
even if I'm intersex, like the intersex community pretty much tossed me out and didn't want to talk to me.
Oh. Any story there you want to finish?
I thought I had ovaries and possibly a uterus, and I was asking them like, I have these CAT scans. Can you take a look, and tell me what you think? And I guess it annoyed them, so they kicked me out.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, good welcoming community. Thanks.
Kicked you out of
Exactly.
what? A
Great
Facebook
community
group?
welcomed me without any issues.
Yeah.
Did they ask you about your dick?
All right. So
I mean, what
so you
in
call
the
yourself
world is going
transgender.
on here? What? I mean,
I had mucus coming out my butt.
God.
That was my mucus plug.
Dude, even the purple-haired lady on the right was like stunned by everything going on. You know,
Yeah.
that's when you know it's bad.
And I think that person is trans
Yes,
too.
yes,
Yeah,
I do too.
it's
And
just-
and even she's like, this is too much trans for me. Even the intersex community doesn't want you around.
Bama Phoenix said, "Try not to rip your shirt, John."
I mean,
I'm okay.
and it is created one of the more fascinating things on the internet. You know, there's certain things that happen or that pop up that create a level of memery that just goes down in internet history. And with Ashley Webb and this idea of internal ovaries and butt periods and everything else, people have been taking movie clips, and instead of the main character, they're putting Ashley Webb in that position, and it's too much. They're just short 15-minute clips, but 15-second clips, but they're absolutely hilarious. Here's one from Star Wars. This was perfect. Ashley Webb starring in Star Wars.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Oh no, my period cramps are starting.
God.
Oh my God! My period started! Find me a bathroom! You're my only hope!
Oh,
That's just obscene right there.
it is. It's too much. It's way too much. So, with that said, do you want to do another one?
Of course. I want to see every one you have got.
How about Titanic? Are we gonna do Titanic? Let's do. Oh yeah, there we go.
That's tons of fun right there.
There we go. Ashley Webb on the
Break
Titanic.
off the front of the ship.
Yeah. Let's go.
I'm flying. Oh no! I think I'm getting my period cramps!
And that is how the ship sank, actually.
God.
It wasn't even an iceberg. It was Ashley Webb.
I sense a theme.
It was Ashley Webb running through the ship and shaking it back and forth until it capsized.
AI's getting better.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Man.
You sure you want to keep going, John Bird?
Yes. Yes.
What's that one movie where it's is it Sharon Stone?
Oh no.
What-
Not that.
What
The
is
leg scene one?
Yeah, where she spreads her legs.
Basic Instinct.
Basic
Yes.
Instinct.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Basic Instinct with Ashley Webb. Let's see it.
Ashley, where were you last night?
Detective, you're asking the wrong questions.
Oh no! I think I'm getting my period cramps!
Ashley,
Jeez, Louise, man.
It's too much.
Look at the freeze frame.
Terrifying that is. Wow.
Rolling doobies. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man.
That is too much.
Oh gosh. See, if Chris Farley was alive and it was like the old Saturday Night Live,
Yeah.
they would have already done a skit about the
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
about the debate.
What about Pretty Woman? Except it's instead of Julia Roberts, it's Ashley Webb.
Oh God, here we go.
This is our last one. This is all we'll do.
Hi. Do you remember me?
No, I'm sorry.
I was in here yesterday. You wouldn't wait on me. Big mistake. Big, huge. Oh no, my period cramps are starting. Oh my God!
Oh no.
Oh my God! My period started! Where's your bathroom? I'm bleeding!
Oh gosh.
They're all the same. They're all the same.
Oh man. All right, one more.
That's enough.
Come
John
on, man. You don't
Bird.
have any more? You don't lie to me.
No, we don't want to do any more. That's enough.
What? Okay, that's different from saying I don't have any more. You said we don't want to do any more.
No, I legit. I don't have any more.
Okay, all right.
I have to limit
my
myself.
period cramp.
There is a another trans running for office. I don't know where she's at. Her name's called like Nina Bobina or something.
Dina Nina.
She is running for Congress. I don't know where at. This is a real campaign ad, by the way. And I think she's in Washington D.C. shooting this ad. I just don't know where she's running for office, but this is your next trans congressperson.
My name is Dina Nina, and I'm running for the state assembly to be Republicans' worst nightmare. A transgender woman who lives in poverty, wants to legalize weed, and thinks everybody deserves affordable housing and healthcare. Yikes. I'm the exact opposite of what you typically get in that building. My name is Dina Nina.
So I guess everybody thinks they can run for office now.
That's AI, right?
No, that's real.
That's a real one.
That one's real.
God, talk about blurred lines.
Dina Nina, although she does look more feminine than Ashley Webb, I'll give her that.
Yeah.
But we have kind of opened this Pandora's box where we have sent the message to everyone that no matter who you are, you can run for office. Because as she noted, I'm a trans woman living in poverty that wants to legalize weed. And it's like, what?
Gosh.
I mean, nothing against people living in poverty, running for office, but
man, how long before a furry?
Well, not long. I mean, we've already got one trans person in Congress, and that is Sarah. What's her name?
Oh, from Jersey, Sarah Gilbert or
Sarah. I thought she was from like Connecticut or something, or Vermont. I think she's from Vermont.
Is it Vermont?
Yeah. Sarah Tallywacker or something.
I think it's Gilbert.
Is it Sarah Gilbert? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It's a trans Congress
woman.
Okay, there we go.
A woman.
We assume Sarah McBride.
That's it.
That's right.
Sarah McBride.
My bad.
More like Sarah McGroom.
Yeah.
And of course, she's a crazed lefty. If you really want to throw them off, you need to find a trans Republican to run for. Oh wait, we did that already.
Jenner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She ran for governor of California.
She should have never ran over anybody in the car.
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
I think maybe you should try to just find a kind of a light red state and run a Republican trans person just to see how the left reacts.
Yeah.
Or get a regular person to pretend to be trans, get elected, and then be like, "You're dumb."
Who
because
is?
I'm not really a woman.
Who is the guy that goes around acting like he's gay or trans?
Santos from New York.
No, I think he's
I'm
really
talking
gay.
about, yeah, no.
Sorry.
I mean, he's a creator, but he's a Christian.
Oh.
And I mean, his stuff is just hilarious.
Yeah, because he did a whole thing where he went on, acted like he was gay or trans on social media for like months or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name. I don't really know him that well, but I know who you're talking about. Seth something.
I don't know, but Jim Carrey in Living Color had a good skit going with his character.
Oh yeah. You remember the one trans person that I told you was at the school and the police had to ultimately tase him because they were freaking out because the police misgendered them?
Yes.
I think it was the University of South Florida or Central Florida, I believe. Was it a Florida university? Don't know. But this is actually the this is the clip of it. It's pretty wild.
He needs to Stop misgendering me!
What's the problem?
Why do you let those kids get away with this? They are not supposed to be here!
If you don't lower your voice, I am going to put handcuffs on you and I'm going to take you to a Baker Act facility. You lower your voice.
Try it.
Are you threatening me?
Are you threatening me?
Jay Lee here, he is having a breakdown.
Say! Just say the right pronoun!
What'd you say?
7351.
Nice.
Get down on the ground right now.
No!
You're about to get sprayed.
No, just
Get down on the ground right now.
Leave me alone!
I can come in there.
Leave me alone, please!
Okay, are you gonna calm down?
I want to be away from him.
It's too late now. It's too late now. He's gonna be taken away. It's taken.
I just want to get away from him.
I understand that. He needs
Say!
Oh my God.
Misgendering me! Just say she! Alpha 7-3?
Please step in.
You see how that worked out.
Do not push me.
Don't sit on your dick. You know, that didn't even have the best part in it because the best part was they had to tase him. They literally had to.
Stop misgendering her!
And he had such trans strength that it didn't even phase him at first.
Man, I wish we had this shot part.
This is his mugshot, by the way, after they arrested him.
It's like Napoleon.
It's she, okay? Her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
John Bird.
God.
Guys, come on.
That's quite the mugshot.
Oh, my God.
But, yeah, they tased the shit out of her, and she just she finally went to the ground, and they were able to cuff him, but, like, they had to fight. There's sometimes I watch police, like, get somebody on the ground and go to cuff them, and they struggle a lot. I don't know. Of course, I've never been in that position, so I don't know how difficult it is to get the hands behind their back, you know. It's probably why some officers throw fists and start punching people in the side because they want them to bring their arm down.
Right.
Because if they got them up above their head, it is hard to
And they
bring
got to
them down and back
expect the
around.
unexpected when you're doing that.
Right. Now, speaking of tasing, I watched this one video of some black chick getting arrested. I don't even know what she did, but as the cop is handcuffing her, she tries to take off, so the cop tases her, and she gets so tased that her she gets so tased.
How tased is she?
That her cell phone in her pocket explodes and catches on fire. Like, I'm not even lying about this. This is crazy. This is crazy. Watch this.
Don't move that hand. Give me the hand.
Don't bring your ex.
Taser.
Don't bring your ex back. Here's a rope. Oh!
Taser point.
Now watch your side.
Why y'all do it like this? Why y'all do it like this?
Don't move. Do not move.
Oh, dang.
Oh, my God.
Jeez, dude.
Stop.
Because as soon as it started smoking, she's like, ah!
Oh, my gosh.
That's wild. You got to imagine, dude, that'll burn a hole in your leg quick. Battery acid?
That's what you get for getting that aftermarket.
Yeah, that's great. What is this right here? I noticed, did she like vomit or something? See that?
It kind of looks like
Anyway,
puke,
yeah.
some kind of liquid, or
Yeah.
Foaming at the mouth or something. I don't know.
maybe it's Ashley Webb's mucus.
Oh gosh.
That's disgusting. Why would y'all even bring that up?
It's uncalled for, is what it is.
Some of these trans people, they just need, when I say trans people, I'm specifically talking about men pretending to be women. Sometimes, I think they just need to confine them to like a woodworking shop, or like have them go drill some holes in some sheet metal or something.
But women wouldn't do that.
Well, they're trans women, though. I'm saying they need something, man. They need a close call with a power tool, like where they almost cut their hand off.
That's yeah.
Oh man,
because that'll get your testosterone pumping.
Yes, it will.
And I've had that happen with my algorithm lately. I came across one video of like a near miss. It was like this guy that was, I don't know what his deal was, if this was an act or whatever, but he was like shaking, like horribly shaking, as he's using a nail gun to nail some boards together. And again, I don't know why he was shaking. It almost had like dudes withdrawing from alcohol vibes to it. But because he was shaking, he missed the board, and the nail shot him in the side of the leg. And he just pulls it out, throws the nail down, and gets back to nailing the wood. I was like, dang.
Happy Gilmore action.
Yeah, that stuff's dangerous. I almost cut my thumb off one time.
Well, I watched that like 20 times, and the next thing I know, my algorithm's full of people with close calls.
Yeah.
Like this guy, he's cutting wood. And you can see the moment where you're like, dude, don't do that with a table saw. Get your fingers away from the blade. You know better than this. Watch what happens.
Just gonna
watch him. Watch what he does. Watch.
Oh my God.
Why would you stick your finger there, you dummy?
Oh,
he
no
just
way.
nicked it. Dude got so
idiot.
friggin' lucky,
Yeah.
bro. So lucky.
Shit.
Now go back to let's watch the moment that this dumbass sticks his finger right near the blade. What are you thinking when you do this? Like, what is that? What is it? What are you trying? What are you
Dude.
trying to do right there? Oh man,
That's the closest call of his life right there.
Yeah, dude, it don't get any closer than that.
Yeah, even a hair would have been not enough difference.
He'd have lost all five of them
I'm having
fingers.
flashbacks.
And what happened to you?
I was cutting some wood for a garage. I was actually working with Caleb Dillard.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
We were talking about him today.
Yeah. This is in 2019, and like an idiot, of course, I was cutting on one of the big plastic bins, had it flipped upside down, and I had the radio arm saw on that, and I was cutting something, and it collapsed. The old plastic container just kind of squished down on one side, so it came across, and where is it? Yeah, and it caught me right across there and sliced it.
Ah!
And I mean, it was so close. Fortunately, I was able to take the rest of the day off.
I bet.
And then, of course, I remember I almost cut my four fingers off when I was 19.
You would have never been able to be a radio producer. Not with a
I
with
could
a
do it with
fistful.
left hand. I wouldn't be a guitar player.
Nope.
No, I don't think. Well, you'd had a fistful of nubs. He'd have been like,
Well, no,
Mike
no.
on.
Well, no. It would have only been. Well, actually, it would have only been my left hand, because what it was is they made me foreman, and I was like, man, I'm moving up in the world. And then they put me in this big ditch that they were digging. It was like a mega church, and they hired this new guy, and he was and the company, they never kept kept up with their tools. Tools were always pieces of junk. And this saw that I had didn't have a guard on it. Yeah, it didn't have a guard. So I'm cutting this 2x10, and I've got the guy holding it at the other end, and he keeps pulling back on it instead of pushing forward. So he's making the line do this between two pieces of wood. And it was like, and I stopped and I said, no, push it the other way. He kept going. He kept binding it. I said, push it the other way. And I was going, and he just, and it went, yang, That was my last day in construction.
But I'm saying, like, if you would have had one left hand and a fistful of nubs, you wouldn't be a radio producer, because I mean, you think about the little things that happened in life that would have just completely altered everything.
I don't care about being a radio producer.
But what does that mean?
I mean, I don't care. I don't give a shit about pushing buttons. I mean, I want the show to be the best it can, but there's a whole lot more to me than pushing buttons. I'm a freaking genius. I'm a freaking genius. Do you know how smart I am, people? You got no clue.
Just on that front, though, picking up phones. How you going to pick up a phone while you're also moving sliders and pushing buttons and clicking?
Knock it off of my elbow and then shout into the hey.
Johnny, the one-armed producer.
Yeah, man.
Here's another one. This one could have ended in more of disaster. Like, with what could have potentially happened to this guy with a saw, it makes losing all 10 of your fingers look like a minor scratch.
Oh.
So watch what happens with this guy.
Oh.
He did exactly what you were talking about with the saw. Watch.
Dude, it put a hole in his shorts.
It cut his pants, the front of his pants open.
Whoa, no way.
Watch. Zoom. Oh, man, dude. That was all up in his crotch. Whoop. Dang, bro.
That's a hole right there.
Yep. Show is. That ain't his zipper open. That is a second zipper.
Dang.
Rethink your life, fellas, you know?
Play it from the top again. Let's see the whole thing. All right. Why are you pulling the board? And watch him look at his pants. He's like, oh, God, that was bad.
Yeah. Yikes. He's like, I got these things at Harbor Freight.
Oh, my gosh.
Dude,
I can't look anymore.
So anyway, that's what my algorithm looks like these days, and it's very disconcerting.
At least he's lived most of his life, it looks like, so at least.
But I think if you have a handful of those close calls, you probably, I mean, with the exception of that guy, if it would have gone a different way, he would have actually turned trans. But I think if you use power tools, you're less likely to become trans.
I would agree. We had a new guy when I was working for this young guy. We were doing some roofing work. We did a bunch of different things. The guy was an asshole. But anyway, so he hired this new guy. There's a new guy again. I don't know what it is with new guys, but we were working on the edge of this 2-story building. So we had a lift, and we would stand on the lift, and it would go up. And we would do the work.
Yeah.
Right? Well, the new guy got on the lift with us, and it started going up. Now, the way a lift works, it's got metal piece here, right? And then it has the metal down here, and it goes up like this.
Right.
Yeah.
But there are little areas where they're like, it's like metal coming across like that. Well, the kid evidently didn't realize that, and he just grabbed on to like one of the bars. Oh. So it comes along and goes, it mashes his fingers off.
Off.
Oh
my God.
Now here's the bad thing. While I was busy screaming along with him,
you weren't the one injured.
Up there. Yeah, but I mean,
is it like, does he pull a hand back and it's like squirting blood everywhere?
Yeah, and it's just a mash. Just
that's awful, dude.
Well, it gets worse. So we're still like 15 feet in the air, and he jumps off of it. He jumps off the lift and lands on a pile of brick.
Oh, geez.
Just like, just brick thrown down there. Breaks his ankle. It's not funny. But then he starts running down the middle of Greenville Boulevard in Greenville, North Carolina, which was like the main drag. And he was dragging his foot with him as he's screaming. And this kid is moving.
Sounds like you come across that. That's like horror movie stuff.
I know it is. And the boss was like, well, I'm going to go get him and try and take him to the hospital.
Oh,
it was.
Geez.
Yeah. I mean, and like I said, by the time I was, 20 or so, I was like,
Dude, the safety procedures back in the day were literally non-existent.
Yeah.
Like there was no sort of safety protocol, and it shows you the importance. Everybody gets pissed off at OSHA and everything else, but like at the end of the day, there's a lot of jobs. There's job sites out there that still don't take safety precautions. I know somebody personally that literally goes job site to job site and has to fight with people every day about the fact that they're not doing things properly. But, like there's people still to this day that are missing limbs and fingers and stuff from the 70s.
Oh,
and
yeah. Speaking of that, even Bubba Land out in Clearwater, Florida, I want to say the late 80s, early 90s, there was a guy working at a car wash, working in the front, and he had shoelaces on. And they were untied, and they got caught in the track, and he ended up losing his whole foot. Got disconnected from his leg.
Oh,
yeah.
disconnected.
Yep.
Jeez.
And the place, somebody bought him, and then they bought it again. It turned into Clay's Car Wash, and then Sunshine Car Wash, I believe, bought it into Express Wash. It's off Missouri Avenue.
Then changed it to Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's off Missouri
Bigfoot's
Avenue
Car
right
Wash.
there. So.
Dang.
Yep.
I saw somebody die at a job site.
No, you did.
Man.
I did. A Mexican guy.
Oh, I do think I remember you
Yeah.
telling
Yeah,
this.
that same thing. That it happened like a week before. I almost got my fingers cut off and I quit. And so we were just standing and watching because I was part of the concrete crew for that day, and we had poured our blocks and everything. So we're standing, and they've got this. I mean, this is a mega, right when mega churches were getting really big in the mid '80s, and they've got this crane, huge crane. This is so weird, and it's holding this stainless steel cross.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You're going to put it at the top of the steeple.
Yes. And there is a guy standing. If you got your cross like this, he was standing like right there and holding on. Yeah. So it's going up, and we're like, well, what the hell is he doing? And the other guys, bragging, oh, yeah, man, we do this all the time. This is where we make the big money. And they get it up there, and he starts but they were going to bolt it in and weld it. So he started to bolt it in, and he somehow slipped. Now, this is probably 3 stories up, right?
God.
And now we've got concrete foundations, probably maybe 4 to 6 feet, like let's say 6 by 6, and then there's a big steel beam going through it. So they were all over the place. So when this guy fell, you're thinking, what if he hits one of those or hits one of the edge? Unfortunately, he didn't. But it was just as bad because this was all dirt, He hit the dirt. I cannot describe what it sounded like. He didn't explode, but he flattened out.
Oh.
It was just like that.
It's like he deflated.
Yeah, man, there was vomit flowing everywhere.
Yeah.
So then the EMTs came up, but it was too late, and they took him off, and then our good old boss says, all right, boys, let's go back to work.
Did he?
Like, hell, give me the day off, man.
Did he scream on the way down, or was it just like a visual?
It was silent.
Oh.
So he didn't say anything on the way down.
No, I mean, that probably freaked me out more than anything. And just that, I don't quite know how to.
Hopefully he had a quick heart attack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that was the
Like
case.
he knew it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was, I think, the tender age of 18 then.
Jeez,
Oh, my
man.
gosh.
Yeah. So fortunately, that's the only man I've seen.
That's why you're so effed up in the head.
Well, I had those pictures I showed on the way down to the Bubba Fest, January or whenever that was. Amy and I had that wreck we saw on the way here, and that guy almost died. And now he's
Yeah,
got-
I remember that.
Right.
Yeah, he's got to learn how to walk and talk and all that stuff again.
Jeez.
Yep.
Boy, this took a tragic turn.
Anyway.
Yeah, it did.
Well, you brought the saw with the pants. That was,
Yeah,
you know.
that was my bad. We did, just speaking of the cross stuff, we were talking about the, what's the name of the church? What's the name of the commune?
Oh, in Sterrett.
Yeah,
Oh.
Caratina.
Our Lady of the Canalina. I don't know.
I sent you an email, Tony, that's got a local news report. Caritas. Caritas.
Yes.
It's the Caritas of Birmingham. And so just a quick recap for those of you that didn't hear the radio show. Essentially, there was this company that sold silver to people, and they inquired on advertising on my show. And so one of the salespeople took me out there to meet the guy. We end up going to this coffee shop, which is like a coffee shop with rules like you got to uphold Christian values, you got to dress modestly, no cell phones allowed, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. But when we get there, he doesn't hardly want to talk at all about the silver company that he wants to advertise. He's talking about where he lives, and it's on this commune of this religious organization, and it's called Caritas, Our Lady of the what did I tell you it was called?
We couldn't
I ended up
pronounce
hearing it, but
Somewhere in Europe. Yeah, some name.
well, the story goes because Tony ended up going with me to this place.
He wanted me to run the silver thing.
And he wanted him to run the company. I'm
like, what?
convinced
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I was like, no.
that the silver company and the coffee shop were a way to move money around. Not necessarily money laundering, but I think the money that was made at those two places
Went to the church.
went to the church as a donation, and then it could evade taxes.
Yep.
You know, and that's a loophole within the law, so they got the ability to do it.
Good for them.
And good for them, you know. And so anyway, we go up there. First thing that happens is a lady comes running out. And she's like, "Oh my God, Andrew, I love your show. And this must be John Bird." And Tony's like, "No, I'm actually Tony Gump." She's like, "Oh my gosh, Tony Gump."
Still hug me.
And she hugged him. But so we go through the place.
she
They
look
got
like?
this big it's just an older lady.
Oh, okay.
This big fancy church spiral staircase. They end up taking us in the back of it, and they take us upstairs to where it almost it's like an office building almost. There's offices, and then at the end of the hall is a radio studio. Very nice radio studio with like lambskin carpet. At one point, do you remember they said to us, they're like, usually we make people take their shoes off, but you guys are okay. We were just letting you know for future reference. This is very high-end carpet. They take us downstairs, and they've got this big printing operation where they're printing off books, literature.
I thought you were going to say money.
Probably CDs, stuff that they mail all over the world to people. And it is a lot of it's from the radio station where he's broadcasting 24/7 these end of time prophecy type things. His name was Terry
Franconi.
Terry Colafrancesco.
Yes.
Francesca. And the story goes with this guy, and you'll see it here in a minute. They basically worship, from what I can tell, they worship the Virgin Mary. There was this lady in Bosnia that had a vision of the Virgin Mary in this place called
that was the one we couldn't pronounce.
Yeah, it was called, hold on, because there's a Nat Geo documentary, like a little short documentary, but if we play it, we're probably going to get dinged.
And the main guy, Terry, we talked to him, and he talked about that place and how he had his, calling or whatever. He had his experience, I guess I'll say.
Yeah, Cola Francesco. He was originally a landscaper in Birmingham, But in 1986, he took a road trip to, let's see how it's pronounced.
But he wanted something more in life. In 1986, on a trip to Medjugorje.
Medjugorje.
Yep.
So he goes to Medjugorje. Apparently, this lady out there has seen the Virgin Mary in this place, which is still like people travel to visit. And he's like enamored with it. And then all of a sudden, I guess this lady needs, and maybe I'm getting the story backwards, but this lady needs her, I guess her brother needs a kidney. He's got kidney failure or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Well, they go to UAB so she can donate a kidney to him. He ends up living, and then Cola Francesca invites them to stay here in Birmingham, and under this idea that we're going to build this commune over the sighting that you saw. Now, instead of this lady who saw the Virgin Mary being the head of the deal, Terry is going to be the head of the deal. While she's out there, she gets a vision of the Virgin Mary in some field over in Shelby County near where the commune is. And people from all over the country and all over the world traveled to Shelby County in the 90s to get a glimpse of the Virgin Mary. Like, it's a whole thing. It's like, and they built a statue of her and of the Virgin Mary and all this kind of stuff. This is a local news story from like 4 years ago. Somebody apparently went out and rolled that Virgin Mary, and so it made the news. But it gives, I'm not playing this to talk about the rolling, but to talk about the operation itself. Because when Tony and I went, we left fascinated, but we also left feeling like they were trying to recruit us to be a part of this. Because there was a couple of times that they mentioned that their numbers were low as far as how many people they have living there.
I called him out on it right when we were driving when he was showing us around. I'm like, you guys need people, don't you?
Yeah, he actually said it to us.
Yeah,
he was like,
right
y'all need
away.
some people, don't you? He's like, yeah, we do.
I'm glad I didn't go. I'd have probably stayed behind.
Yeah, you would have. You would have. You know, this place is awesome.
Free trailer.
Here's the they'd have had you working out on the horse in the horse stalls, scooping horse poop. Here's the story from I think this is CBS 42 in Birmingham.
10 vandalism at a place of worship. Take a look. You can see here where someone covered the Virgin Mary statue at Caritas of Birmingham with toilet paper. Staff has reported the incident to the Shelby County Sheriff's Office. CBS 42's Jake Chapman is covering this for us tonight.
For decades, people from all over the world have come to Shelby County to the Virgin Mary statue, praying, finding peace. And Monday morning, that statue was covered in toilet paper. The founder tells me whoever's responsible, if they come forward, he says they're willing to forgive them.
That's the only way we can stay connected with God.
The Caritas of Birmingham. A place of religious and spiritual significance.
I was befriended with one of the missionaries, and she's been here, Maria Pavlik, at that time. When she came here, she had apparitions. We thought that was going to happen in the church.
Yep,
and
that's the
it
guy.
Went a different way. It was in our bedroom in our house.
Which has drawn people from all over the world.
There'd be 10,000 people in the field, and instant conversions.
There's been times when I drove by here and saw thousands of cars, it seemed like, on the road.
Who were searching for inner peace.
And when I realized that that could include me, it was just awesome.
TJ Sullivan is from Leeds, Alabama. He wasn't thrilled to hear someone would vandalize a statue he says represents peace to all.
People are much more exposed to the selfishness, the self-centeredness, and making themselves God.
We have people that have hate.
Terry Colafrancisco is the founder of the Caritas in Birmingham. He says this isn't the first time someone or a group
real
have
quick,
attempted
you
to...
see the tree that's got the fence built around it?
Yeah.
I think that might have been where they saw the Virgin Mary, or where they claimed to have saw her, to have seen her. And this Terry Francesca guy, Cola Francesca, I mean, he's just a normal dude. Like, he's a landscaper. He was a landscaper back in the day, and now he's running a multi-million-dollar commune.
And he's like 5'3" or something. By the
Yeah, he's
way,
just a
you
little
know.
old guy.
Fragile little man that can hardly talk. It's
Yeah, he's very quiet. Like when we met him, he was just very, he was warm. I mean, like in the sense of he was very welcoming to us, but he was just like everybody else in the sense of they were overly excited to share what they had going on.
I'm surprised that they didn't roll the Jesus statue. Oh, wait, there probably wasn't one. Was
No,
there?
there's not a lot of mentions of Jesus with these people.
The women ruled the roost.
Yeah. Anyway, that's kind of the vibe.
Hotshot Kelly said, when I was a teenager, I shot it up with paintballs.
Oh, jeez. Let's not
Man.
test the statute of limitations
No.
here.
Statute of limitations.
And now here's Bird repeating it on the podcast. Way to go, Bird. Now we're implicated.
No, we're not. We didn't have anything to do with it.
Nope.
So yeah, there's that story. And you could get a little bit of a vibe of kind of what they're about. I sent you another one, Tony, and what we'll probably have to do with this one. We've only got a few more minutes before we get out of here and move to the post show. But this is a Nat Geo clip, and it's like 3 minutes long. So maybe if we just take it 30 seconds at a time, I think we'll be okay. Maybe they just won't let us monetize or whatever. But this one gives a really good explainer as to what this church is all about.
For some, visions of Mary can become all-encompassing. Terry Colafrancesco was working as a landscaper in Birmingham, Alabama, but he wanted something more in life. In 1986, on a trip to Medjugorje, he found it. The visionary's messages struck him as the truth, and he needed to let the world know. Then, just 2 years later, one of the visionaries, Maria Lunetti, came to his home.
That's the lady that saw the Virgin Mary, I guess, in Bosnia. And somehow those two connected, and he ends up convincing her to come over because she lived down there. Do you remember the house when they took us to their lumber mill? The house that was over there on the left.
Oh yeah.
And they said that was. Did they say that was Terry's house?
Yeah, the one with the pool in the back.
And I think that's maybe where she was living originally. I don't know if she's still around or what. They may have kicked
My
her
gut
out.
says there was some psychedelics involved at some point with these people.
Yeah, there's something. I mean, it's all kind of based in Catholicism, but it's this weird.
Or a branch.
Like most Catholics are like, don't really want to have a lot to do with it. I got a buddy who is Catholic, and those people used to come to their church in an attempt to recruit people to come to their commune. And I think finally their pastor or their priest had to be like, listen, dude, you can't be coming in here doing that. Because you're taking money out of my tithing plate.
Not only
I
that,
guess.
but that's not supposed to be why you're there.
Yeah, it's really weird. Anyway.
Tile Guru says, I saw Jesus on my toast and in my cornflakes. So, anyway.
Yeah, we've all been there for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's keep going.
Hometown. Terry invited her to visit his farm, and there, in an event that would change his life, she had a vision of Mary.
When I leaned into the apparition where a lady was and got right in Maria's face, like 8 inches away from her eyes, something came over me. A truth came over me, and I said, I'll die before I'll ever deny these apparitions.
Pilgrims flocked to the farm.
The Medjugorje movement is extremely strong, especially in the United States.
So it's like the Virgin Mary Woodstock, essentially.
Yeah. Summer love.
Yeah. All right,
provide a unique opportunity for people to witness a true apparition of the Virgin Mary in the United States itself. People want to be a part of this great Medjugorje phenomenon, and here it is on their home turf.
Terry built Caritas of Birmingham, an isolated community dedicated to spreading the word of the Medjugorje visionaries.
And honestly, the architecture at this place is pretty amazing.
Yes.
Like the church itself, very well done. I mean, And Catholics are kind of known to like really soup up their churches anyway.
But where'd they get the money?
Where did they get
That's
the
a
money?
lot, yeah.
That's the question, because they are self-sustaining. They grow their own food, from what we understand. They raise the animals. They make their own furniture and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, that saves you money. But like, where'd you get the money to build that church and the homes and like how you like? It doesn't make sense. And even with the coffee shop and the silver place, it doesn't even seem like those two would be generating much money at all.
No, he told us that he got the majority of his money through donations around the world. They had books written in so many different languages, and I think they were touching 127 countries, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. Oh, it went from all over. So, yeah, that was basically it. They basically ran on donations, which reminds me, our Venmo was suspended. I know we haven't gotten any donations for this episode, but our Venmo is temporarily suspended until I can figure out.
Why?
I don't know, because I've got it called over the line, and I think they're asking me to verify myself, like to identify myself. So I sent them my license, and I got a feeling they're going to come back and say, you're not over the line. So I'm going to have to go through customer support, and maybe, because I don't know if I set it up as an official business account, and I think that's kind of what they're wanting me to do. So right now, I don't think you can send us a Venmo. You can try. If it doesn't work, it's going to send you your money back. But Cash App's still good, and Super Chats are good. So I forgot to mention that. Now, if I had Terry Cola Francesco over here, I wouldn't have to worry about no damn Venmo.
That's the truth.
He could get me all the money I need. Anyway.
And to a life of full-time veneration of Mary.
In regards to Our Lady choosing me to do this work, I have no doubts. I have no lack of confidence. The success that we see has to be by some divine graces.
Caritas is now a community of some 50 people who have left their homes, their jobs, and in some cases, their families.
Okay. So they've left their homes, their jobs, and some of them have even left their families. Does that mean parents? Does that mean wife and kids, husband and kids?
All of the above, probably, at some point.
Another thing that's strange, was strange to me, was that back then when we went, what do you say, this was maybe 2023, Tony?
I think 23, yeah.
What was crazy to me is that these guys came off as super MAGA as well.
Yes.
And in their video, like they had us out in the hallway of the radio studio watching a video, like a promotional video of Medjugorje in the Virgin Mary sighting and all this. And at the end, if you remember, there was a giant Q that appeared on the screen.
Yes.
And so I look at Tony and I'm like, is this like a QAnon church?
Yeah.
And I think it might be. I think these people might be QAnon, which just adds another weird element to it.
Even when we left the place and they were kind of waving us off, just the stare, you know, it was like, oh my God.
It was like, can't wait for y'all to come back. And we're like, hey, QAnon. Okay, go ahead.
All right. They convert. They say this is home. They say they were born here. People say when they turn off the highway 6 miles down the road, they says, I feel like I'm coming home.
I knew to move to Caritas, I would give up my scholarship for college. I would give up my apartment, my friends, my family, etc. But if you can imagine how much your worldly mother means to you and how much you love her, and multiply that infinitely is what the Virgin Mary means to me.
Yeah, and these seem like
What does Jesus mean to you?
They seem like semi-normal people, and they just gave up everything to go, and they're very in love with the Virgin Mary.
Well, they kind of prey on people when they're weak and down mentally and they have problems, and then they offer them like a place to come and be part of a group that's happy and, you know. And
You
all
think
that.
that's what the deal is with a lot of these people, is they were maybe dealing with depression?
That's usually when they get them.
Or you could have really racked up during COVID.
I mean, well, if we would have been depressed that one day, those trailers would have looked quite tempting, you know.
Yeah. They'd be like, y'all mind if we do the Over the Line podcast from here? I mean, we're going to talk a lot about poop. I hope you're
Probably
okay
would
with
have.
that. We're going to talk about trans and poop and butt periods. Is that okay with everybody? All right.
Lose my life for her. I would do anything for her.
When you come to Caritas, there is a lot of letting go. But in letting go, you open yourself to what God wants from you, and then there are no regrets. I've been here for 25 years, and I have had no regrets.
That's not the lady that came out and talked to us, was it?
I think it was.
The one that said you were John Bird?
Yeah, it was a 4-year ago clip. I think that was her. It definitely looks like her, you know.
Maybe it was.
Uh-huh. I mean, she hugged me and she looks familiar. I think that's her.
That clip, this is from 10 years ago. This video.
Then that makes even more sense because it's the same lady but older, yeah.
Well, and she says she's been there 25 years as of 10 years ago.
Well, she was like his assistant whenever he, she was like.
Yeah, because the guy that convinced us to go and it was showing us around was almost like a general manager.
Right.
He was kind of the, guy. And then they had some young kids running around that were almost like, were these kids born here or like what? Anyway.
Yeah.
And just found it was peaceful, very peaceful at first. You start to believe that this is the most important thing that you could be doing with your life. Like, why would you want to do anything else?
God's plan for the world today is through the Virgin Mary.
No, it's not.
She founded this place. And so Caritas and the Virgin Mary are inseparable.
That guy wasn't there.
The direction of the world is about to change, and it's going to be changed radical. Medjugorje is always bigger than you think, and everyone in the world's going to know about it. Human souls are at stake.
I mean, I'm sorry, but that's false.
That one, yeah,
Unless
we should dig into that one day.
Yeah.
Like all these Virgin Mary sightings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind going undercover.
Yeah.
I could go as the old country lawyer. Probably not Dr. Ding-a-Lang.
Well, I mean, as long as you say you've seen the Virgin Mary, you can be whoever you want to be. Walk up in there.
Yeah.
You're like, I've seen the Virgin Mary, if you know what I mean.
Andrew.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I could have taken that a lot further, but I was not willing to. Because, I mean, there's still a sacred nature about Mary Magdalene, but it's,
Yeah.
she's not Jesus. She's not God.
Right.
And she's not, I mean, I think one of the last things that she says in the Bible is, like, listen to this guy, referring to Jesus.
When we went there and we went upstairs to the radio station, before we went downstairs into their vault thing, I noticed when he was showing us the radio studio and he sat down, as he was explaining himself, I got sense of like he was paranoid. That was the vibe I was getting off his body language, like he's being real careful about what he was saying.
Yeah, you got to imagine that he's a little sketched out.
Even just to get to him, we had to go through the steps and then the elevator,
He's probably sketched out with any outsider coming in there.
Yeah, and there's cameras everywhere.
So, anyway, let's get out of here. We need to do a members only.
Yep.
So, we'll go Tony Gump up first with your final words.
Final words. Don't join a cult. That's bad news. Unless you're happy and you enjoy it, I guess. That's your own thing.
Don't join a cult unless you like it.
Right. So either way, stay positive, get plenty of water, meat, sunlight, and sleep. Enjoy your summer. It's hot outside, but so what? It's summer. Enjoy. Have a good one.
And John Bird.
Trans people, you are who you are. You're not a woman. You're not a man. Accept it. Accept it. That's right. I just took the first shot over the bow.
I'll blow your dick off.
5,000.
And I tell you what, my mind is spinning because I have had anger, I have had laughter, I have had tears. It has been an excellent show, both of you. Mother Mary, Jesus is King. Don't forget that.
If you know what I mean.
Ding.
Bing. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you for everybody that supports. I know we're not getting the donations that Our Lady Q or whatever it's called is getting, but
we're going to start our own cult.
We're going to start our own cult, and we're going to start sending literature out all over the world. And it's actually, our literature is going to be a Dr. Dingaling calendar.
Oh.
That's right. Every month there's going to be a different pose on the bed of Dr. Dingaling. And, we're going to do like Columbia House. We're going to send it to you, but then request that you pay for it on the backside.
Yes. On his backside.
On his backside. Okay. It's going to be, we're going to say, you get this calendar for free, but you have to buy 5 more calendars within the next 6 months. And that's all she wrote. Until next time. See ya, cuz.